What's the what? What's your, okay. Oh God, how to answer this question in 3 seconds, because this is a very big question. Um, what is my personal opinion? It's hard to have a personal opinion on this because I haven't had really time to think about it, but just off the top, oh God, what am I saying? Okay. Oh, no, no. Okay, the question is, what was the question? Oh, God, this is so good. Okay. Okay, this is the question. Why are we here? Why do we exist? Why do human beings exist? Why do amoebas exist? Why is there life on this speck? I can tell you, I'll try to summarize this. I can tell you very briefly what other people, what I have read others say. Excuse me. There are those that have said that, the universe is so vast. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The universe is so huge. It's like comparing, our planet Earth with respect to the whole universe, kind of like, one grain of sand, to, I don't know, like the entire solar system or something like that. I don't know. It's beyond what you can possibly wrap your brain around, and with such a, when you do the math, the likelihood that there's other life is just too overwhelmingly likely. That was one perspective and most people's perspective, and that's the way I see it too. I have also read other stuff, this is Magi Astrology, where they said, it was a very interesting article, and I'm not sure I myself 100% agree with it, because they have kind of their own, like, moral perspectives, and I think that there are some of the arguments of intelligent design and all this kind of stuff, which I know is hugely controversial, and et cetera, but they did make a very interesting argument, because you don't hear this a lot, that all the elements that came together to create Earth are so completely, it's such a unbelievably random thing that there's no planet, or there's, how do you say it, hypothesizing something, that there's no planet in the universe that can possibly parallel Earth, which is understandable, but that, how do I say it, like the way everything came together is such chance, it's such a, one in a million type thing, which is what quantum physics itself is based on anyway, like there's the 99.99999 going on for however long way things happen most of the time, but quantum physics is about what happens the other 0.00001%, like the extreme rarities, which is how Earth came into being. But the point is, they're saying that if you're following that. But the point is that everything that came together to make Earth is so rare that it's likely that, this is the only occurrence in the universe of Earth or anything like it, or anything to create life, which is really, I mean, it's something that's just so, I mean, it's incredibly miraculous, but it's also doesn't make a whole lot of sense because, I mean, if we're here for a reason, then everything else out there has also got to be there for a reason, I mean, because the likelihood that it's just there, and I mean, I've studied astrology and it's never been a conflict to me, and it's never been, I mean, spirituality has never been in conflict with science for me, and I've never seen, because I was raised in a secular environment, so, I didn't have, like, you must believe that the world was created in 7 days, or all that kind of, it was very rational, but and physics is very interesting to me. I love physics, more than I did the other sciences, which I did not like at all, but I just, point is that, you know, we're living life here on Earth, and everything that's out there, including the planets, the stars, the this, the that, just happens to be there, and, you know, we're kind of like, you know, fuck them, and they're just like, fuck you, and neither of us cares about each other. It just doesn't, you know, it's just that it doesn't, because everything that's out there has a gravitational pull on everything else, so it does affect one, and it's like, I'm going to create human beings, and you are here to serve me, or something, you know. Not very likely, but is there something like directing us? I mean, that seems to be your question. It seems likely that there is. I mean, what it is, you know, anybody's guess. You know, there's the argument that it was actually Stanley Kubrick. I read an interview where he said that, and this kind of became the basis of science anyway. But it's purely guessing, you know, that aliens from another planet, I know it sounds funny, but seriously, or another galaxy or whatever, they're more sophisticated than us, and they have an ability to perform godlike actions, and they came over here and are directing us. You know, it's just one possibility, you know, it's a hypothesis. There's no way to prove it, I guess. You know, I mean, that's what I can tell you based on what I've read, and it makes sense to me, that, you know, we on Earth are only Earth and the only life. I mean, it's very interesting to me. I think it's a very brilliant argument, even if I don't necessarily agree with it, but you don't really hear people make that kind of argument and be able to back it up the way these people did.